Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's class, and we are not going to be doing much. We are going to be doing this particular design you are seeing here, and what really make it a bit different is the fact that we are blending another color. Yes, now this particular blending, we are not blending at the boundary. No, we are inserting another color. If you can see what I'm doing, the original color there is pink, so the pink is light already, but I just feel like I want to make it lighter a bit, and you can see the effect there, the way it changes when you apply the white. So what you'll be doing is, immediately after you apply the original color, which is the pink, you go in with white, a little bit of white, so that you'll be checking the shade is going to give you. Now all the shade has to come out the same, so when you're applying, you check. If it is too light, you add pink to reduce the brightness, and if it is too dark, you add white to increase the brightness. So you can see everything is uniform here. So as we are blending, you should be checking the other ones, are they the same? And you're blending, you know the design here, it is not that wide, so you have to sit within your space, so that don't go out of your design and stain other parts. And you pick your edge, like I always say, steady and straight and steady. Yes, straight and steady. So you pick your edges, apply to the middle, apply the bright color that you are using to blend it. So it can be opposite um side or way, that you can use the brighter one and then use the darker one to like cool it down a bit. So any color you decide to use, I just want to let you know that this is how you are supposed to do it. You can see this particular pink now is deeper than the other ones there, so you can see the difference there. The difference is very, very clear. The camera cannot even really show you what the difference is like. Yes, and the brush I'm using here, for those who want to know, is size 6. It is size 6 brush, because the design is not that wide, so I'm not going to use a wider brush. Yes, so the moment you are done, you can see that I don't just have one color there, I have red at the tip. And for the red now, we are going to be using a size 0. Yes, a size 0 brush, so that we will be able to bring out that straight edge. You can see what I'm doing here. So to pick the straight edge, please don't push your brush down, just brush on it, and make sure that your hand is straight. Make sure your hand is straight as you are drawing it. Yes, and your paint, you should not take much paint on the brush, so that you'll be able to have even line. Yes, even if there is going to be different, it should not be like much, it should not be obvious. Yes, so your paint should not be much on the brush, just like the way you see me doing. You just brush on it, don't push it down, because if you apply pressure, it's not going to give you equal shape. Yes, so that is that. And here I'm filling the middle. I'll fill the middle with red. Yes, and secondly, for the middle is red, but I feel it's too dark. For me, it is too dark, it's too sharp, so I just decided to add a little bit of now. Yes, that stroke that you are seeing there, you can just do it anyhow. Don't worry, to come out fine. Just make sure that your hand is straight. Yes, your hand is straight, and you are not taking too much paint on your brush. You will be able to do it. Then yes, for like I was saying, for the red in the middle, I sorry I did not capture that part, but yes, I blended it with a little bit of white. Yes, I blended it with a little bit of white so that it will be bright a bit, because it is too sharp for me. So I decided to blend it a bit with little white to brighten it up. Yes, so let's go, and you can see the same process we did earlier is what we are doing here. Yes, just apply and immediately, don't waste, immediately add a little bit of white and blend. So you can see what I'm doing here. Add a little bit of white and blend. And also always make sure that you check the shade. You can see here I added a little bit of pink because I felt like it's too sharp, like it's too bright, so I added pink to bring it down, and you can see it's looking the same already. So that is that for this one. And always make sure that your brush is not going beyond your line. Yes, that is very, very important. Your edges when you are working is very, very important. No matter how your design look, even though it is not fine, but the neatness of the work will bring it out. Yes, the design will be fine. So you can see what I'm doing. Just pick the edge slow and steady. Yes, just pick, and make sure your hand is straight so that you will not have to be having different edges. Is it different edges, I would say, or you will not be having equal edges? Yes, so you blend. Yes, you blend, and you are done. So you can see the original color there. I feel like it's still, even though the pink is sharp, I felt like it's still dark, so that is what brought about the white. So you see it is not hard. And please, sometimes when you are painting, you can test your fabric. Test your fabric, because this paint sometimes they can be flowing, and it will really affect your work. For example, like going out of design. And that is why I always make emphasis of on 3D. If you have that type of fabric that your paint is flowing on it, when I say flowing, it will flow, that it will go out of this particular design that you are seeing here. It will flow into, it will flow outside the design. Yes, it will flow everywhere, and your shape will not come out the way you drew it earlier. Yes, so if you have that type of fabric, I will advise you use 3D fabric paint first. For the part that I'm using all this red, you use 3D. So once it's dry, you then fill in with your paint, so that will block the flow of the paint out of design. And always clean your brush when you are coming with another color. You see that I'm just done with red, and I brought in white, but before then you can see that I quickly clean my brush, because I'm using the same size of brush for this particular parts where I use the red and the white. Now, where I told you that I blended the middle to be bright a bit, you can see the difference here before blending, that this one is deep. So I decided to lighten it up a bit by adding white at the edge round, then blending it into the middle. So you can now see that everything now is uniform compared to the first time that I just applied the red. You see that the red is deeper. So that is that about this particular design. Thank you very much. Bye.